What's good, guys? We're back at it again with another video. As you guys know, and I've said it in a bunch of different videos, like I can't be away from YouTube for too long. Like I really do miss you guys. It's been like 2 or 3 days since I posted, but for me it feels like 2 or 3 weeks, like legitimately, right? So I just took a trip down to Fort Myers, before our season starts, because we're gonna be ripping and running for real. Let me actually show you guys this little view I got right now. This isn't a vlog, but I do want to show you guys the vibes, because there is a rainbow right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Pretty nice view, but like I just said, I'm here with my old teammates, things like that, because he still stays down here in Fort Myers. But I got inspired, like I just said, just seeing people that I used to know, be around. Like I want to just talk to you guys about just a little quick tidbit. I don't want this video to be too long. We're gonna see once I start talking, but I know a lot of people struggle with the same things I've struggled with, growing up, things like that. So today I want to just talk to you about confidence in comparison, right? Confidence in comparison, because especially in this social media age, everyone's always looking at what the next person's doing, and as we all know, once you look at what that other person's doing, you start to feel, worse about yourself. You don't like what you're doing in your life, right? So I'll just bring this back for me in middle school. We've said this before. In middle school, there was a player on my team. He was one of the top 150 middle school basketball players in the country, right? And I remember I used to go to typing class, not daily, but a lot of the time I go in typing class and I go to Future 150, which was the website at the time, and I'm seeing him on the website. And the first thing that popped in my head every time I saw this was, dang, bro, like we're the same age, we play on the same team, we go to the same school. He's one of the top 150 basketball players in the country right now. And I'm at this point in my career, as you guys know, I'm hiding behind my teammates when my guards are driving, because I can't catch the ball. Like it's like that. That's how scared I was. Or I know a lot of you guys feel this. I hate getting wide open fast breaks because I'm so scared and I was overthinking that I'm gonna miss a wide open layup. And I've done that a bunch of times, especially when I was younger, right? So that's the point in my career where I was at. So just seeing that, it really would take my confidence. And I just really thought I had no chance of playing basketball, for a while, or going to college or doing anything like that. Which is why I got to come to you guys talking about this comparison aspect. Even like, let's bring it to the age I am now. You have a lot of people who might be the same age, and maybe that the other person is making more money than you are, or they're going further. It looks like their career is advancing faster than yours is. So all of a sudden you think like, dang, I'm not really doing anything with my life, or what I'm saying, they're just better and things like that. And you've heard, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard this a bunch of times, but comparison goes hand in hand with, depression, lack of confidence. Because once you look at what that other person's doing, all of a sudden like I just said, you're gonna start to think, oh, I'm not really doing anything with my life. Like I'm not doing anything. And what we have to understand, everyone has to understand, is you have your own different path. It's basically like in track, right? Like everyone has their own different lanes. Everyone's in their own lane trying to get to that same end goal, which is the finish line, right? But where you start on the track, where are you starting? Everyone is starting at different points in the track. It's staggered. So some people are ahead of others, but at the same time, the track, it's the same distance, right? But some people are starting at different parts. So that's what we have to understand is, you've heard it 1,000 times, like I just said, but life isn't in itself, life isn't fair. Like life isn't fair. There's gonna be people who were born with more money. There are gonna be people that were born bigger, stronger, smarter, even with basketball. Like I'm 6'9". I hit the genetic lottery. But there are a lot of people who are on the shorter side. They might be 5'8", 5'9". There are people that are 6'2". I played with a player who's legitimately the shortest player in college basketball, Darnell Rogers. Do you think that Darnell Rogers woke up on a daily and saw all the other basketball players in the world, even at his height, and was like, I have no shot. Like I really can't do this. No, he decided and he thought to himself, no, it doesn't matter, how tall I am, I got the heart for it. And I'm gonna work. And now he's cooking at the Division I level, even at his height. Like we have to understand that everyone has a different path. Like everyone has a different path, but your path is still special. You just have to follow it. Like just trust and believe in yourself. You can't be comparing yourself to other people, what other people are doing, things like that. And that kind of leads into confidence, right? We all know I've always been the type of kid, like I didn't have any confidence, any anxiety, social anxiety. I didn't want to talk in front of people. We got speech in class. I'm the one that always wants to go last. And when I do have to get up there, I'm up there you know, shaking, looking down, don't want to look at the class, things like that. But like I've said and I literally just told one of my, you know, closest friends this recently, how I got to this point I am now where I can literally set a camera down and talk for 15 minutes straight, and I don't have a problem with it, or I have no problem speaking in front of people and things like that. How I got to this point, we made a video on it, but that was more, you know, basketball confidence, things like that. We might have touched about it, you know, a little bit in general, but how I got to this point, we actually have made a little video on it. I literally faked it till I made it. Like I've said before, when I got to college, I told myself I'm going to be a completely different person. So I acted that way. I acted accordingly. And one thing that I do even to this day, when there is something that someone tells me to do, or, you know what I'm saying, something that's perceived as difficult as hard, if the first thought in my head is I don't want to do it, I do it. If the first thought in my head is I don't want to do it, I do it. You know why? Because because the first thought in your head is kind of like what David Goggins says. You know what I'm saying? He was what do they call him? Like the world's mentally toughest man. Like what he says this all the time. That little voice in your head, that's the soft part. It's gonna want you to be comfortable. It's gonna want you to not get out of your comfort zone. It's gonna want you, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to put yourself out there a little bit more. Maybe you want to be more confident. But that little voice in your head is gonna tell you, oh no, you don't need to do that. Imagine what everybody else is gonna think. Like they're gonna be judging you. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna laugh at you. Things like that. But what you have to understand, and one thing that I started to realize is everyone is self-conscious. Everyone is self-conscious, but no one is really focusing on your faults. They're too busy focusing on their own. No one is really that, you know, tuned in to what you perceive as your faults. They're really focused on trying to mask what their own faults are, right? So, you know, as a person, you just have to understand, like, even when I started this channel, you know, at first, you know, even with that bullying story that I told, I literally was in my room, like, struggling, thinking, like, Brian, do you really want to do this? Like, especially in the basketball world, the Division I basketball world, because we all like to be with this community, the D1 basketball community, you know, we all like to be tough guys. We this and that. We get all the girls. We do whatever we want, you know, but no one wants to show, you know, any type of weakness. So I literally struggled, you know, for a while, because I think I had the video done for a couple of days, but I was sitting there watching it and I'm like, should I even put this out? Like, you're probably like, your peers are probably going to laugh at you. They're going to be like, oh, like, look, like, this is like, you know what I'm saying? But once I realized that, hold on, whatever other people might say, or whatever, you know, other people might, you know, how they might feel towards it. They might think it's funny. They might, you know, try and make fun of me, things like that. They're only doing that. They literally are only doing that. They're only trying to make fun of me. They're only trying to, you know, look at me in that way, simply because they have something that they're going through right now, but they just don't have the confidence to put it out there to the world to help others. So really, like I've said this before, this channel was made to help people, like literally help people. That's why the first video that I made is the bullying story, and I think that's the most viewed video on the channel, because it's something that's relatable. Because as a D1 basketball player, everyone has this little, you know, notion that we're all like, you know, superhuman, and we, you know what I'm saying, we don't go through things. Like, this is what you see when you have, you know, fans commenting and sending players death threats and things like that for missing a free throw, or you miss a layup. You know why people do that? Because they view, you know, athletes really in general as superhuman. You know, they don't have feelings, things like that. No, that's not the case at all. Like, so just bringing it back full circle, like this, like really, you just have to understand that, like I just said, life in itself, it isn't fair, but everyone is in their own lane trying to reach that end goal. Like, and you're gonna get there. You just have to believe in yourself, and understand that, bro, no one is really worried. No one's really worried about what you're doing. And if they are, they're really just hating, or they want to be you, or they wish they had your confidence to do what you do on a daily, right? So just understand that, you guys, like, run your own race. Run your own race. Don't look at social media. For my hoopers, don't look at these rankings and be like, oh, nah, like, he's better than me. We're the same age. He's better than me. I have no shot. Or he's this height at this age. Oh, I'm not going to grow. Like, I'm done, or I just need to quit. Or, you know what I'm saying? We do have some adults. We do have, like, because I check my analytics, we do have some adults that watch me as well. Like, if you're in a job, like, you do have to, like, don't look at the next man and be like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? His output at work is ridiculous. Like, and I'm just not doing anything, or dang, like he just got this promotion and I'm not doing anything with my life, and all of a sudden I feel depressed. I feel like, oh man, like I'm just wasting my time. No, keep trusting in what you're doing, believe in what you're doing, and really, to be honest, don't care what anybody else thinks. Like this was a 10-minute video. This video was supposed to be a little shorter, but you know what I'm saying? I really just had to come to you guys with this little, nugget of wisdom, just to let you guys know, like, just run your own race. Run your own race. You're gonna get to that finish line. I promise you. I promise you. Like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Like I said, this next week we're probably gonna be all breakdowns, starting with Trey Parker tomorrow. Appreciate you guys watching. If you want one-on-one advising with the basketball, you already know, hit my website. You want the real story times, things like that. Patreon. See you guys next time with the next video.